The winner of this year's Nobel Peace Prize for Literature says no one in his own country will ever read his work. Gao Xingjiang of China was just awarded the coveted prize. Gao survived the Cultural Revolution and is now a political refugee in France. He was awarded for his bitter insights and linguistic ingenuity, which he was forced to write in secret. Gao's own wife turned him in after reading his plays in China. Well, there's a new drug for MS patients tired of feeling tired.
We'll explain next in HealthCast.
Welcome back, everybody. Imagine the smallest task leaving you exhausted, unable to carry on without a few hours rest.
Now there's a new drug that can help. News Center 3's Lisa Weber joins us now to explain. Lisa.
People with multiple sclerosis often feel extremely tired. They're often forced to become dependent on others. But now MS patients are gaining independence with a new drug for fatigue. Cheryl Hillman now has energy to smell the roses.
Fresh air and working close to nature is just something I've always enjoyed. Oh, the yellow ones are so fragrant.
Life is sweet thanks to a fatigue-fighting drug that helped this multiple sclerosis patient get out of a wheelchair and get back on her feet.
The energy level was so different. I mean, I didn't have to go lay down for an hour or two during the day.
Fatigue can be so incapacitating that you can't, once you get up in the morning, you can't get off the couch.
White areas on this MRI scan show where MS attacks the brain.
These are real markers for activity of the disease.
It causes extreme fatigue in 75% of MS patients. Neurologists at Kaiser Permanente in San Diego discovered the drug modafinil, used to treat the sleeping disorder narcolepsy, can help.
Of the 69% of patients that improved, 30% improved markedly.
The drug has given Cheryl her energy back.
Every day when I wake up, there's a good chance that I'm going to be able to just pretty much function normally.
That includes swimming, prescribed therapy for MS patients like Cheryl.
Just getting in and out of the pool, walking up and down the steps was very difficult. A whole new world has opened up for me, actually, by having this drug.
A whole new world, one step at a time. A month's supply of modafinil costs $90 and is covered by insurance. Doctors recommend the 200-milligram dose for MS patients.
Lisa, thank you very much.
Multiple sclerosis and arthritis patients taking the drug Enbrel, beware.
The Seattle drug company Immunex delivers a warning about its popular arthritis drug. Immunex says some patients suffer complications when they take it. The company has talked with the FDA about the complications, especially in patients with multiple sclerosis. Immunex has also sent a warning letter to doctors. The letter advises physicians that Enbrel has been linked to serious anemia, particularly for patients with blood disorders. 5 blood disorder patients taking Enbrel have died. The company says anytime a new medication is introduced, more information is learned about possible side effects as the medicine becomes more widely used. Well, here in Wichita Falls, it's been 2 years and $2 million in the making, and today the Community Health Care Center celebrated the opening of their new home.
The center offers health care for the insured and for what's known as the working uninsured. Patients without insurance are charged a sliding scale fee based on their income and the number of people in their house. The new facility has a bigger lab and pharmacy, expanded dental operations, and more space for doctors to see patients.
Some patients with some heart attack symptoms probably after tonight's.
Yeah, I think there's a few coaches that might need a little bit of help after tonight's Burke-Burnett Rider game. Boy, what a back-and-forth game. We'll have the highlights when we come back.
DSL, the internet connection from Cyberstation. Always on, no dialing, no busy signal. Free modem, free installation. $45 a month residential from Cyberstation.
You have voted Larry Slack in Bowie, Texoma's best place to buy a new truck. First, let me say thank you. We are honored. Why would a dealership in Bowie, Texas be Texoma's best? Our customers say they like the way they're treated, and that's the bottom line. Of course, selling Ford, Dodge, and Jeep trucks and SUVs, then backing them with superior service helps too. Remember, $89 down delivers your new truck only at Larry Slack in downtown Bowie.
On the next News Center 3 Early Edition.
These beautiful fall days are great for getting outdoors and enjoying nature.
Unless you suffer from allergies.
Some people give in to the seasonal pollens and molds by staying indoors, but you don't have to.
We'll have some tips to help you work around your allergies.
Plus, we'll look back at a last-minute solution to the Iran hostage crisis in Time and Again 2000.
That's on the next News Center 3 early edition at 6 a.m.
Hamilton Bryan will be closed.
Well, after getting off to an 0-3 start, things weren't exactly festive over at Ryder, but after back-to-back wins against Denton and Dallas Skyline, Ryder is riding a high heading into tonight's district opener against Burke Burnett. The Bulldogs also winners of 2 straight. First quarter, Burke with the ball. Ryan Matthews scrambling and brought down by Greg Hitchcock. Next possession for the Bulldogs. 4th and 1, they're going for it, and watch Matthews just stick the arm over right there. They get it. 2 plays later, Matthews out of the shotgun, airs it out to Cody Caporale, takes it in for the touchdown. They missed the PAT, but lead it 6-0. Second quarter, snap to the fullback, too high, recovered by Mark Oatman for Ryder, but somewhere in the pile, Burke gets it, and the refs rule Bulldog ball. Nothing doing. Next possession, Hitchcock with the sack. Then Hitchcock takes down Chip Richmond. Ryder finally knocking on the door thanks to DeMarcus Lathan. Big run, and Lathan takes it in for the score. But bad news, Blake Morrison, the quarterback, left the game with a knee injury, and more bad news because Burke Burnett gets a 20-yard field goal with 25 seconds left and beats Ryder 20-17. Well, only 2 teams have beaten Old High in the last 17 games. One is Canyon, the other is Hershey. Tomorrow night, the 2 will meet in their District 5 4A opener. Once again, the Coyotes enter the game undefeated, and they're ranked #1 in the state. But that doesn't mean a thing when bragging rights are on the line.
We talked about it a few times, and the kids, we didn't have to remind them of it. They remembered it themselves.
The ball game, and we try to teach our kids that we kind of control what happens to us, and the rest of that, really doesn't make much difference to us. We got to go play the game.
You can bet there's probably going to be a few people at this game tomorrow night, 7:30 out at the stadium, and we will, of course, have the highlights. Other big games going on, and there are a lot of them. Graham opening up district play against Iowa Park. Olney hosting Hamlin. Seymour at City View, that game in Burke Burnett. Quanah at Electra, Monday hosting Kroll. And Bryson and Newcastle in a battle of unbeatens in 6-man. Well, the MSU football team is still riding high after their 20-0 beating of East Central. On Saturday, they'll host Oklahoma Panhandle State for homecoming. Panhandle's been on the losing end of a lot of games, but the Indians don't plan on underestimating them.
You can't expect that much because of how they've been losing and stuff like that, but we do have respect for these guys because we don't want to go out and lose this game because they have done what they've done in the past.
Really can't underestimate any team, but you want to do good too and make sure everybody knows that you didn't get beat by a team that's getting beat up every week, so you want to go to this team and make sure you do good.
Hey, come on out for homecoming for Midwestern State. 8 o'clock start, an 8 o'clock start on Saturday out at Memorial Stadium. Well, the Dallas Cowboys are giving Troy Aikman another option today. The team activated receiver Damon Hodge from the practice squad. Hodge worked out with the team this summer in Wichita Falls. Now, to make room for Hodge, the Cowboys waived third-string quarterback Clint Sterner. After clearing waivers, Sterner returned to the Cowboys practice squad. Sterner was moved up more than a month ago to the playing roster when Troy Aikman suffered a concussion in the season-opening game against Philadelphia. Cowboys back in action this weekend after a week off, taking on the Giants. Game time noon. Of course, Cowboys 2-3 so far this season. Stars and Flyers in action in Dallas. First period, we pick things up. Yari Littinen from Daryl Sador kicks it in to put the Stars up 1-0. Second period, Brett Hull from Littinen. Hull ties Mario Lemieux for 8th all-time, 613 career goals. But so much for that tie, up 2-1. Hull gets yet another goal and passes Lemieux all alone for 8th all-time on career goals. 614. Stars win it 4-1.
Not bad.
Nope.
Susan, thank you very much. We'll be right back, everybody.
Tonight's sports on KFDX is brought to you by your local Dodge dealers.
Only 15% of teen girls get enough calcium. They try to cut calories and they choose milk as a way of doing so. Everyone needs calcium up to age 30 to help build your bone mass, but you need calcium after age 30 to help maintain that bone mass. Osteoporosis is a disease where your bones become brittle. The #1 thing you can do is to get enough calcium. Brahms fat-free milk is unique. It tastes better and it also has about 50% more calcium than grocery store milk. I always recommend Brahms for my patients.
right now at Wagner Carpet One. No interest and no payments for 1 full year on all Lease for Living carpet. Nobody does carpet better than Wagner Carpet One.
Teenagers spent about $153 million last year, most of it in cash. Now there's a new card that lets kids shop and help learn the value of responsible spending at the same time.
The Cobalt card from American Express is a stored value card designed to teach kids 13 and older the importance of financial responsibility. Now, it also allows parents of kids under 18 to track their child's spending. The card comes with educational materials, and American Express says it provides a safer alternative to cash.
Something I could use.
I probably need one of those for me.
I like cash myself.
Yeah.
Well, I do too, but you don't see that very often.
Easier to spend on the card.
Time out. Breakfast forecast brought to you by Parnell. Very slight chance of a shower. Cloudy skies, 62 degrees. South winds at 15 to 20. Chance of thunderstorms off and on all day long and into Saturday.
All that for free.
Resume. Go ahead. Let's talk about how we don't have any money here.
Well, that's the story of my life.
And we don't have any time either. That'll do it for us tonight. Have a good night.